What is it? Hello? Election on road now. Hello? In an old hello? Stand on another like to come back. Because actually in the radio broadcast now. So I don't know now. And what did not took me effect and what did me well? Man, on what I carry. On what I carry. And what did me well? Na what I carry. Only nation account there, but they go. I'm to Israel. Israel has over the Ghana account because she shared the name of the Ghana. And I can't take a nation. I was Ramboli, but don't go for the Yemen more than I want. You can go for the Chicken Kowaria. Or could they get Gerintiana? Oh, that's the problem. Could I Gerintiana? But as for the Yemen, like a person like Kudo, last I got in here, I say, I want your money like this, like well, I'm actually in the radio broadcast now. No, I will chill because I got Basha late. Not Basha late, so I will tomorrow morning. Why do you put on video? Don't put on video. Okay, me affect. My brother, what for video? Okay, me affect because what we hear na video. Hey, thank you. Because I have a video that may hear my affect.
Okay.
I did not man. Hey, actually, man, my brother, come to look at here down today. Hey,
Yes, sir.
You just watching a video. Everybody have a video. Well, you have Skype. Anybody can come on video. Yeah, joking. Man, messenger name affect. Hey, man, here name. We are trying to come together. We have someone in every group. Apart from IPOB naturally, but every other group now get together. They have their good. So every other group, so I name series of meetings. Honestly,
Yes,
even end of this year.
Okay.
The whole system is on now.
Okay. Let me just put these children to bed, then I'll come back online. Let me just
Okay now. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
It's okay now. Please, gentlemen, let nobody come on video. Please, off your video. Please, off your video. Video is affecting the connection here. Bright, whoever is on video, off your video. Bright, off your video. Bright, off your video, please.
I'm not on video. I'm not on video.
Okay, please. It's okay now. I'm connecting. So, gentlemen, I'm on air right now, please. I'm now right on air. Our gadgets are on. Both the radio and the television, of course, online, shall be broadcasting simultaneously. So, gentlemen, we welcome all of you once again to our evening broadcast that comes to you regularly from the studios of the Voice of Biafra International, as well as the Biafra Broadcasting Authority from the city of Munich, Germany. I am your regular host, Ikenna Obibi Egono, your anchor man. Let me say, don't forget that we are broadcasting this evening under the auspices of the bim-massob family, Biafra Independence Movement, and the movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. Under his able, unassuming, unpretentious leader, Chief Dr. Ralph Owazirike, the only man who is recognized in this our struggle, apart from other acolytes whose contributions can never be underrated. We welcome all of you once again, as we always do, to be with us this particular evening and discuss issues that concern you and me and Biafrans generally. You have to bear with me, of course. We have been starting late. It was due to some connectivity problems which we have been able to restore. And we promise you that it's going to be very, very smooth, a very smooth ride for the next 1.5 hours to 2. We shall be on air with you. Voice of Biafra International and the Biafra Broadcasting Authority, we are broadcasting simultaneously. Of course, we're equally on satellite, on Facebook, or YouTube. Everything is streaming live right now at the same time. Log on through whatever channel you prefer. You shall get us live and direct. Thank you very much and welcome to the program. And of course, if you listen carefully, you will see a Christian music playing. That is a clear indication that Biafra is a Christian community. Of course, not just a Christian community, but any other person is free to practice his or her own religion. We are not going to restrict anybody from practicing his own or her own religion, because in our own society, freedom shall be given to everyone. For the very fact that religion is a thing of the mind, we are not going to subordinate anybody into practicing a religion that he or she feels cannot live into eternal paradise. Feel free. That is your own fundamental human right. We welcome all of you. Let me say now from Japan, our brother Echezana Udeze is here with us. When I talk of Echezana Udeze, of course, he's a ranger. He's a no ranger in our struggle. His voice is heard every time, everywhere, every day. He contributes immensely on social media. He writes a lot of inspiring essays. Whenever he writes something, he don't controvert it, he don't deny it, he don't doubt it. Take it or leave it. Sometimes he's quite prophetic in whatever he says. In the past, he started warning Biafrans of people who use the name of Biafra to sabotage our activities, our struggle. Some people doubted him. They took it for granted, calling him, a voice in the wilderness. Today, what is happening? Everything Echezana Udeze said in the past has come to pass. We welcome Echezana right now from Japan. Echezana, you're welcome.
So, all reference all over the world.
Thank you very much. I said before, nobody should go on video. Somebody is joining on video, please, off that video. I don't know who is watching us. Somebody is on video, please, off it. Please be advised, don't come on video. Somebody is on video. Please, the person on video, do us the favor of your video. If you cannot cooperate, I get you disconnected right away. The person on video, if you don't want to off it, I get you disconnected. So, gentlemen, like we have informed you earlier on,
Please,
Mike.
You can check to check whether it's from
the capacity, if everybody comes on video, the capacity would be much, to avoid the disruptions. When we do it a trial, if it was okay, otherwise it's not my problem again. So, we welcome all of you once again to this our broadcasts, and I would like people online to get themselves introduced. Mike Okahaya, welcome.
Good evening. God bless you.
Yeah, you are so much welcome. We always miss you in action. I don't know, today, maybe you have escaped from the trap or from the... Yeah, Ume Masiso is joining us now. Of course, he is on video equally. Well, gentlemen, let us see if it works out okay. If it doesn't, then we'll call it, we'll leave it. So, this evening, fellow compatriots, we are here this evening to discuss something very, very important. In the last days, information getting to us, getting to us is that the Fulani herdsmen are very much determined. We have always discussed this, but we shall continue to emphasize on it because of the dangers inherent. The herdsmen are everywhere. Not just everywhere, even in our houses. Information is that there are the Okada riders, Keke Napep riders, taxi drivers, bodyguards, house guards, and what have you. These people have gathered and they want to make sure they take our possession. They want to take over Biafra land. Not only Biafra land, but the entire southern part of Nigeria and make it their own inheritance in order to fulfill that particular dream given to them by Osman Danfodio. But the question that continues to escape us is that, are we going to fold our arms and allow all these marauders to vandalize our area, our Biafra land, and take us slaves, so to become subordinate to them forever and ever? We are here this evening, gentlemen and ladies, of course, to discuss all these issues. Don't say we keep on repeating. It is for the sake of emphasis, because there are dangers inherent, dangers are looming in Biafra land. Of course, to God be the glory that both the core Igbo areas and the Niger Delta people, Ijo in particular, are now coming together to form a very powerful, a very strong coalition to make sure that the enemies do not take us unawares. Those of you who were privileged or who had the chance to listen to Asari Dokubo yesterday would have heard the voice of a gentleman. That very gentleman, some people were trying to castigate because he spoke out the truth in volumes. Now he has come out to tell his own people it is either Biafra or nothing. And he said it and he stood his own ground, mobilizing his own people that in the next 1 year, Biafra shall be, sorry please, a nation of its own. We commend him so much. And we are prepared to mobilize ourselves. Don't forget, of course, that what he said now is not so much new. This is what our leader, Chief Dr. Rafu Wazike, equally has been saying in the years yore. Now our people are coming, and in the days or weeks to come, the two gentlemen, Asari Dokubo and Chief Rafu Wazike, will be coming together to discuss this particular important issue for the interest of our Biafrans. Similarly, we are holding series of meetings, a kind of coming together of different groups. In the last 1 week, I've been hosting a lot of meetings upon meetings from different groups, organizations. They want us all to come together. I've been busy 24 hours every day, discussing with people, creating their links and what have you, for us to speak with one voice and fight as a body as these Fulani herdsmen are coming. Don't forget, not only the Fulani herdsmen, ISIS from the Sahel region are there, mercenaries from the same Sahel region, and the entire West Africa. All the Fulanis are now mobilizing, coming down to Biafra land. What are they coming to take? Muhammad Buhari, their leader and sponsor, handed over 100 billion naira to them. For what purpose? To come and buy our lands, our everything, whatever we hold dear and sacred. To buy everything and begin to establish their own caliphate everywhere in Biafra land. Are we going to allow this to happen? Even Asari Dokubo, who is a Muslim, is saying over his dead body that it can never happen for the Fulani people to come and take over Biafra land. Instead, we are going to mix our blood with the Atlantic Ocean and let the heavens fall. Of course, the heavens will not fall. We are rather trying to give warning. Of course, like they will say, placing the word on notice that in the event of any catastrophe of a high magnitude, which is going to befall Nigeria in time to come, Biafra and Biafra should not be held responsible. Now we are trying to share the olive branch, and the Nigerian government is not listening. Nigerians in general are not listening. Even the Yorubas, I don't know where they belong. Whether they're talking about Oduduwa or they're still hell bent on one Nigeria because their man is the vice president of Nigeria right now, we do not understand. But all we are saying is that when this fire will start to burn, it's going to burn everybody. Nobody is going to escape unscathed. There shall be victims. There shall be casualties. A lot of things will surely go wrong, and the world at large might not contain the refugee problem that will arise therefore. This is what we are saying, that we want to go home now, peacefully, without offending anybody. We want to go home. It is our right. We want to leave Nigeria. We are tired of living under the same roof with the rest of Nigeria. We don't agree. Socially, we are different. Historically, we are different. Religiously, we are different. Even politically, ours is autocracy. Why they might practice democracy? So we are different there. In all aspects of human endeavor, in all ramifications, we are different from Nigeria. Why then were we lumped together as a nation? Nothing is working. It's always a downward trend. Nigeria is not moving forward. Sometimes when it is not moving forward or going backwards, it continues to, recycle within content limits. Nigeria is quite stagnant. What are we going to do? To hell with Nigeria, and then we welcome Biafra. Good enough, this today, the Biafra leader, Chief Dr. Wazirike, has told them in plain language, the only alternative to Islamization is Biafra. I buy the idea. The only alternative to Islamization is Biafra. So says Chief Dr. Wazirike, the Biafra leader. Do you borrow that leaf from him? Of course I do. Equally, Sari Dokubo has said it all. I spoke with Dokubo this afternoon. He has equally said it, that the only alternative to this Gambari people is Biafra, and nothing but Biafra. Those who spoke in the same vein yesterday spoke in favor of Biafra. To God be the glory that the disunity that one particular group tried to create in our midst is now off the table. We are now coming together. In time to come, some months to come in Spain, Catalonia, let me be precise, there will be an enlarged meeting of all the groups. We are going to take a final decision to be or not to be. Let me welcome once again here now. Bright, you are welcome to the program. Hello, Bright, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Judy okay, you're also welcome to the program. Sonny Emmanuel Mwabisi, you're welcome to the program. Of course, I have already welcomed you, my brother. Thank you. So, all of you who are online with us, I welcome all of you, fellow gentlemen. Let me go to the screen and welcome our people who are already on the screen waiting for us. So, Dinaka Eza is there, Eke Samuel Iheke, Madia Column A, J Uchenna. Madia Column A, J Uchenna, of course, are there. Ike Chuku Amu is there. Wise Man Ahunaga is there. Titus Obi is there, of course. Okay, Bram Samson is there. No, so much. Thank you. Saying Mazob being is the answer. God bless Biafra. Amen. Okay, Bram Samson is saying we all need to be ready at all times. All Biafrans should get their guns ready. Yes. Thank you so much. Okay, Bram Samson. All Biafrans must get their guns ready. We are not going to get ourselves involved in unnecessary aggression, but we must be prepared to defend ourselves. And if the enemy should try to bring aggression to us, we are going to return it to him 1,000-fold, and the battleground shall be on the enemy line. This is our promise. So thank you so much, okay, Bram Samson, Efyong Ekaiden, okay, Samuel, of course, you are welcome. King Solomon joined, he goes by that name. John gives a lot of others. We say welcome all of you, and indeed we say welcome. Fellow Biafrans, why are we here? The time is out of joint. The enemy is near. A vicious enemy, inveterate enemy. The enemy that knows nothing but to suck human blood. The enemy that covets what does not belong to him. The enemy that does not want you and me to live. The enemy that wants us to live our own brand of religion and follow his own. Not that even if we follow his own, we are going to exist in terms of equality. No. But in essence, they want to make us subordinate to them. We remain slaves, even in Biafra land. Are we going to accept that subordinate position 1,000 times low, and Biafras are saying 1,000 times low? So we are here this evening to tell you we must be vigilant. We must get prepared. We must be ready because the enemy is near. It is going to start any time from now. We are telling you the days of the jackal are quite here with us. Biafra is about to come, and the only way it's going to come is that something has to be ignited. Something has to be ignited. We are not going to ignite the catastrophe. The enemy has to ignite it, and we are prepared to follow him. At whatever level, we are prepared to follow the enemy, man to man, head on. We are prepared for the enemy at all times. It is in this, because of this, that we are telling everybody, every Biafran, on no account, any Biafran hand over their gun. Use it for self-defense. Use it for self-defense. Don't kill anybody who is innocent, who doesn't try to attack you. But if the enemy, the herdsman or the herdsman, would try to come near you to display aggression, send the person back to God. Whatever judgment God delivers, whether in paradise or to hell, is not our business again. But our own business is to send the person back to God. Let no Biafran ever make the mistake of handing over your guns. Remember, in countries in the years where such obnoxious laws were made and people obeyed, thinking that we are being protected by the government, the same government turned around to exterminate the entire population. Today, what is happening? Everybody is regretting it. And some of the countries that prompted those ones that did it are even here with us today. They are now coming to Nigeria, trying to give us impression that they are with us. They are never with us. And we can never agree to their own terms. The only term we have to agree with, is that of Biafra and nothing but Biafra. And that is it all. Take it or leave it. We are marching towards Biafra. This 2019 is the year. By 2020, we would have finished. We are giving you this mandate. Once we start this operation, it's going to take us only 1 year, and Biafra is dead. Of course, let me welcome Assumpta. Assumpta, I don't know, you are joining us, but I don't really know you so much. But for you to be here, you must be a Biafran lady. Assumpta. Assumpta, can you hear me? Hello?
It is Honorable Zebiro that added Assumpta.
Okay. Because I see she's joining us now, but I cannot hear. Okay, so Honorable Ezebiro, our brother Samuel from London, our Honorable Barrister, of course, will also give you a welcome. Yeah, welcome to the program.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, and equally, one of our friends here, I can see one Gabriel joining us. Gabriel, if you can hear me, you're also welcome to the program. Yes, so we are here to discuss what are we going to do? How do we defend ourselves? How do we come together? How do we make sure that any group that fails to bear with us, to understand us, must be set aside? How do we make sure that there's no saboteur in our midst? How do we make sure that this issue of altercations on social media, which tend to disorganize our people, is put to rest? All these and more are the reasons why we are here, and it's going to be a contributory discussion. I am not here to display a monologue. No, it's going to be a dialogue. Where I will speak, you speak. I'm not even going to contribute. I will rather moderate. So, fellow compatriots, fellow Biafrans, you are once again welcome. To those of you in Europe, we say good evening. To those in Asia, good morning. Those in Biafra land, good evening. Those in the States of America, we say good afternoon. And to the rest of the world, we say good day to you all. Today, of course, is Friday, the 31st of May, 2019, the last of the month of May this particular year. And you're going to see May again come 2020. We welcome all of you. Those of you who are listening sometime, please tune down the volume of yourself because I am getting the echo of my voice. So you are welcome. So gentlemen, the floor is open. As we play our Christian music to tell you that God is with us, anytime you want to make your own contribution, I will turn it down. We welcome all of you right now. For those who are just joining us, let me see. Eshong Ekaiden is joining from Akwebom. He says, Akwebom people, please embrace bim-massob to avoid had I known. This is what Eshong Ekaiden is saying from Akwebom right now. He says, my people, Akwebom people, please, 3 times, please, repetitively, emphatically, embrace bim-massob to avoid had I known. I must be candid with you. A lot of our people are coming together now, not because they say BIM, but because they want Biafra. They love Biafra. And because we have the infrastructure and the superstructure on ground, they feel it quite pertinent to join us. We are not proud of that. We are rather glad that our people are coming back to us. Because if I say we are proud, we are assuming a lot. We are humbled by their return. And in this sense of humility, we are going to work together to make sure we achieve the Biafra of our dream between this 2019. Mark me, from the realms above, the decision has been taken. We are going to achieve this Biafra between this 2019 and 2020. It's all over. By 2021, we are a member of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. And bet me, Biafra is going to be the first African nation to be in the Security Council. Did you hear me? Biafra is going to be the first African country to be in the United Nations Security Council. Permanent member, of course. Because we are going to compete favorably with the United States of America, Britain, France, Germany, Russia, China. When it comes to technological know-how, we are equal to the task. We are prepared to manufacture what we confound the human imagination. We are going to astound the world. We are going to tell the world that we are the chosen race of the God, the original people God brought into creation before the rest. We are going to display our talents, our inherited talents. We are going to tell the world, this is Biafra. Fellow compatriots, you are welcome. The herdsmen are there. Okada riders, house guards, housemaids and houseboys, traders, even here and there, they're everywhere, holding their guns to our own detriment. What shall we do to deter the enemy, the vicious enemy, and make sure Biafra comes? Those who are in the know have told you Biafra is coming between now and 2020, not beyond 2020. Biafra is coming between 2019 and 2020. Mark my words. So we have to start getting prepared for us not to be taken unawares. Gentlemen, the enemy is there. What are we going to do? Make your suggestions. Please, make your suggestions. The enemy is there. Thank you so much, Okeke Samuel. I equally greet you. The rest of the Biafrans are equally greeting you, Okeke Samuel. Gentlemen, over to you. Let me go to London, where our honorable barrister Samuel Ezebiro is there. Don't forget, by the grace of God, let God give us Biafra today. Ezebiro is going to play a dominant role in drafting our constitution and being part of the Biafra judiciary. Ezebiro, you're welcome to the program once again. So, what do you think we shall do now that the enemy is near? Yeah. What are we going to do? The enemy is there. Yet, some people don't want to come together. What do we do? Give our people advice what we are going to do to deter the enemy and to make sure Biafra becomes a reality as we have planned between this year and next year. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very much. I greet you all, my fellow Biafran compatriots all over the world. The voice you're hearing is that of His Lordship, the Right Honorable Ezebiro from London. A core Biafran. All I have to say is I've been part of the unity process, but it has been a bit difficult to get all the whole Biafrans united. But notwithstanding the issue of rivalry, I can still tell you that we can form that quorum to do whatever we want to do. Why am I saying this? Is I find it very difficult that we can move ahead or march against our enemies without being united. I know that a lot of us have been involved in this peace and unity meetings for a very long time to see that we forge a united front. But in the midst of the impending calamity, impending doom, we do not need to give excuses. What we are going to do is, as many as agree to work together, we work together and put to shame those who are not willing to work with us. And those who are not willing to work with us will now identify themselves as our enemies too. Because if you are a Biafran and you see a threat to Biafra and you are not ready to stand up for it, then you are not part of us. This is not time for being politically correct, my people. This political correctness has killed us. A lot of people say, let us fan the devil. If you fan the devil enough, the devil will now become a good man. That's not possible. Once a devil is always a devil, and there's nothing you can do about that. So the best thing to do to the devil is to attack the devil as the devil. So first of all, I still emphasize on unity. But we cannot say unity is impossible. If 3 or 4 or 5 agree, that is unity.
Exactly.
And with the strong determination of 5, I have seen where 5 defeated 10. It's all about commitment. That's my first point. And the second point is the best method of defending yourself is attacking the people as much as they attack you. There is no need of finding the amber of peace here because these people don't want peace for you. So let's say they enter any of the villages in the Biafra region and attack. I will make sure all of them who attack that region, none of them go scot free. So let the hell loose. Because the problem is we are not sending a strong message to these terrorists. Because that's what I'm calling them.
I agree with you.
So they are terrorists.
Let me continue. We
So
are
by
not.
the
Excuse me,
time
please. Don't be offended. You really made the right statement. That We are not giving them what they want. The moment we respond with equal measure, the whole mess will stop. Today,
so
rather yesterday, as Asare Dokubo was saying the same thing, that we are now prepared to march on this people. We are tired of social media discussions and talking and talking. That it's time for us now to match action with action. I agree with you. We are going to give them equal measure. Continue for that, please.
now, though I missed, but I sure everyone is following me, but I missed the first point, the second point before I come to the issue of matching them, just giving them exactly what they want to give to us or whatever they have given to us. But then we should also have a de facto government in place.
Exactly.
I know that Barrister Mecca and Co are really working hard on this part. And Brodikan, I will want you to get in touch with Rebecca and Co. This de facto government should be expanded to to get our brothers, the girls, the girls, the Gojas involved. You know what I mean? So that it
Yes.
will become fully government.
Honestly,
So and
in the coming days, or let me say in the next few weeks, Dokubo will be meeting with Chief Owaseka and others in Biafra land. And we are trying to reach
okay,
out to Emeka Emekesre in that regard. We hope that he will also be part of the meeting. So we are really
so
working on that. So that we will not take a
thank you.
decision. Yes, we are working
Thank you.
on that.
Because what we're trying to do here is, you said something that captured my mind when we were saying, look, Biafra has got talent. I'm telling you, we've got talent. And you did mention things about technological and scientific advancement, but in other field of life, in the social, in the legal field also we have gurus. So what am I trying to say here? The de facto government is constitutional because Nigerian government and the Nigerian constitution makes provision for that. So that we have a government of customary origin is legal. And the
Yes.
United Nations international law, the Montevideo criteria on the creation of statehood has this also. You know what I mean? That there should be a government in place. So it is this government now that gives us command on the volume of our action, on how to coordinate ourselves. Then Biafra has come.
Exactly. You see, when you talk of internal government, just like the Palestinians are doing now, we are on a very serious note, not to echo count here, working on that. If you discover in the past 1 year plus, let me say, Chief Obaseka has been building secretariat complex buildings every part of Biafra land. Every state has 3 zones. And in the 10 states we have as Biafra today, apart from Edo, we are consulting 3 buildings, secretariat buildings in each particular state. There was 30 in number. Apart from that, you now know that we have a radio now called Voice of Biafra. We are here Voice of Biafra International. Why that one is a Voice of Biafra domestic wing. Let me use that term. So we got license, like you said, is our right, it's constitutional, internal government. So we got the license to operate that radio and TV to sensitize our people more and more. So this is part of what you just said now, having a de facto government in Biafra land. And that gives us joy. So it's in support of what you have just said now. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in furtherance of what I'm saying, if there is a government, every government is supported by what we call in political science the concept of legitimacy. And this comes from that government imposing a sort of tax. This tax must be a bit irrelevant. There are certain tax you impose on the people because every Biafran will be willing to pay this tax. Why they pay this tax on you? Maybe the customary government now levy a tax of 10 naira, which everybody will be willing to pay. But 10 naira worth nothing in Nigeria right now, you know what I mean? So, but while you are paying this 10 naira, you are only conferring the political legitimacy to the authorities you're paying it to. You get it now? So, the customary government collects this tax And while you're collecting this tax, then you have already the recognition of the people. Now, collecting this little amount makes a lot of money because people will be willing to pay it, even sometimes to say the little tax you pay to the government is 10 naira or 20 naira, but then you can pay as much as you want. You see, some people won't even have that 10 naira or 20 naira to pay, that's how they will pay 50 naira. And just can you imagine the whole Biafra paying 50 naira to a customary government?
Exactly.
It has become a lot of money.
Yes, that is true.
Now, when the customary government has money, then political authority is established. You can now actually enforce customary law, and people can now obey the authority because the authority has formed. Government has been established. Now the customary government can now fund education, fund roads, and fund minor projects.
Yes.
Then the status of the government is here. This is how it goes because Biafra standing is line by line. You know, Biafra can stand without even Nigeria knowing Biafra has is there.
That is very true. I agree with you.
So once you have your autonomy, once you have your economy, what again are we talking about? Then you can equally rebel against any authority because once your political authority does not have a power over it, and your economy has no power over it too, then you are a sovereign.
Exactly.
And which is where we are going now. But God bless you was very careful. Because one thing I know that he's an elder and he's well versed in law too, because he's a lawyer, he understands all these things. And
Exactly.
one thing is one thing I respect him is he's a lawyer. Not
Yes.
everything you want him to say he will say because he knows the implication. It's not because I'm saying this now because of the forum with fathers. And now we don't come outside to say. So many people will be expecting him to give them what his intentions are. But he is going to give you that. He is not going to tell you this because he is only licking his secret before the world.
Okay, that's very, very true. Exactly. Thank you so
So
much.
I believe so much that he does want the right way to go because if I know he knows better. And Emeka said as an expert on all these levels because he read for that. So
Exactly.
in a nutshell, this is what I think we should do to counter the threat. Because even the customary government, because in Igbo language, my people are saying, onye nna ya biri ochi na-eji okwu agbawa ụzọ.
Yes.
So our customary government can even get vigilante, where we are giving arms to protect ourselves. It's legitimate. That's our custom from time. Your power used to do all these things as I read the history. People are going to do it. You understand? So the customary government brings back culture into practice. Collective security has been part of our culture from time, which all of us know. Ndị nche were our people. So
Yeah.
this is how by so doing we repel the enemy. And when the enemy see that you are fortified already, enemy can even attack your wall when you know you are fortified. All this noise these people are making is just because they know we are not armed.
Exactly. That is true.
So when they know you are armed, because certain times in the study of international politics, a lot of people come to criticize the possession of nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons are only being used what? It is a gift. Serious. Because you cannot attack a man who you know that has nuclear weapons.
I agree with you. You know,
So
that is
imagine
why when
when
Nigerian
these
president
governments
came
know
and
that you
said
are
people
armed,
should,
they will not even near your gate. Even they say they
yes,
are great,
that is true.
they won't graze you.
That is why they want to disarm us, and if they succeed in disarming us, then they make a mincemeat of us. That we are saying no to that. We
They
are
cannot
going to
disarm
arm
Biafra.
ourselves to the teeth. We are going to arm ourselves. We are telling
That is the
Biafrans
best
and
way.
joining all of you. If you don't have, go and get one. Not just one, you can get two. As onye na-abịa ime ọhịa ga-eji osisi abụọ ọ ga-awa ofu gbaji o were nke ọzọ. If you don't have it, go and get it right now. Because if the herdsmen could be brandishing AK-47 and nobody is saying anything, There is no reason why innocent Biafrans and Southerners should be hoodwinked into handing over their defense materials. We cannot accept that particular order,
And
no matter where it comes
to
from.
help further and to remind my people, historically saying, there is no genocide that has taken place in this world without disarming the victims.
Exactly.
And prove me wrong.
That is true.
There is no genocide that has taken place in this world without directly or indirectly disarming the victims.
That is true. It has always happened everywhere. We are students of history. We know.
Yes,
that is
in
true.
our own case, our people, our own oppressors are not intelligent enough to have used coded language, but they said it openly. Because certain tyrants, let's say for example, when the Armenians were massacred, the issue of disarming them was not directly spoken. Like this Buhari have said, drop your arms. If they didn't tell them to drop their arms.
And that's very, very true.
It's always codedly said. But to us, as children of God, God has taught the enemies to say it openly to our own understanding, so that we will have no one to blame.
Yeah, and that is true. We thank you so much for giving us a wonderful analysis and insight into what is to be, and equally championing our people to get ready because the enemy is near. That is clear. We don't have to contest it. Fellow Biafrans, arm yourselves very, very well. If there are 10 persons in the family, make sure you get at least 7. At least 7. To defend the 10 persons. If you don't have, ask questions from those who know where we can obtain them. Go there and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By the time you would have gotten 7, we would then march the walls of march around the wall of Jericho 7 times, and that's where we collapse. What are you telling me? Because we always fold our arms and continue to say the rosary. These people continue to take us for granted. At the end of the day, they become the lost choosing people. And then we become their slaves. It cannot happen in Biafra land anymore. We are now prepared to tell the enemy we know better than you do. Let us still go back to the screen and welcome those who are still coming in. Joining us right now, Onyeka Chipolabo, Onyeka Vitalis, of course, both of you are there. We are saying hello, Biafra. Biafras are there joining. Of course, Pat Peters is always, much as he is on the opposing camp, but he has always made some useful suggestions. Jashin Uchiwa, of course, Tony Ofo is there, of course, saying hello, Biafrans and members of the crew. Echike Igbo, of course, is there. Chukwemeka Joseph Abazie is saying good evening to every Biafran. He's saying, Pat Peters is saying, why marching again? I thought Wazike posted that he had responded. Of course, Pat, like I said, you're always on the opposite side. The Biafra we are talking about is there, but we have to defend it. We have to defend it. Don't you have a family? You also defend their family. Or is it only when you come out to fight that people will know that you have a family? You have a family existing and you have to defend your family from external aggression. The Biafran government is there internally functioning. We have our radio station, we have our TV station, both of them stationed at the seat of power Owerri. We have agrarian policy where we cultivate the yield and seasonally we harvest a lot. We market some of them, we eat some of them. We want to make sure we provide for Biafrans. We are not going to depend on food importation in the new Biafra. Even if we are going to import, it is not, let me say, 20-30% of food importation. The rest 70% shall be from our background, from our backyard. So, Pat Peters, when we say we get it, we mean we defend what we have. Even America, as strong as they are, America keeps to defend their territory. Britain defends her territory, Germany defends her territory, Russia, China, name them, come to Africa, South Africa, even Nigeria, Togo, Mali, each and every one of them defend their own territory. We cannot say because Biafra is there, we fail to defend our territory. If we fail to do it, the enemy will march on us and then make us a cartage. We are not prepared to be a cartage. We are going to make sure we remain relevant and then ever flourishing. This is the promise. This is why we are saying this in Part Peters, not because we have not gotten Biafra. Thank you very much. But however, thank you for making me say that. Of course, Ikechukwu Amo is saying, say please, you can let our people know that these Fulani idiots are hiding there with their guns. That is true. You remember a week or so ago, where policemen or military men intercepted a Fulani man under his Okada seat. Under his Okada seat was AK-47. You can imagine that. They reconstructed the seat to be just, flat. Then this intelligence men suspected foul play, arrested the Okada man, and when they took it to the station, they opened the seat of this Okada. What? Lo and behold, what did they see? AK-47. So we are intimating our people to always be on guard. In another development, when the ndị Hausa ha gara kpara ahịhịa, iro na ọgwụ ihe a ga-ebinye cows ehi ka ha rie, ka m sụọ ndị Igbo ka onye ọbụla gere, ha ga-akpara ahịhịa grasses nọ n'ime ọhịa, rapụọ ya, ichee na ha ga-aga ibunye ewu na ehi na ala ma ha nwere, ha were egbe tinye n'ime ya, were AK-47 tinye ebe ahụ, were ahịhịa ga-ebinye ehi kegbadie. Of course, they were intercepted once again. Igana bonnet moto, that age, Emre hinges. Open it. They are now hiding guns. Na bonnet moto. Go to the boot of the vehicle. They are hiding guns everywhere. In every seat at the back of their vehicle, they are hiding whatever guns there. The Hausa man selling Gary at Onisha. Rice at Onisha. Check it, turn it over. You will see gun there. So they're selling loaves of bread. Hide the pistol inside the loaf of bread. Suspect every Fulani man. Whether the person is selling bag of rice or whatever, take that bag of rice. You will see guns. You will see everything. So this is what we are telling you. No Fulani man shall be trusted in Biafra land. No Fulani man shall be trusted. Every Fulani man in Biafra land is a suspect. Whatever he is holding, whether a bag of rice, a bag of beans, of corn, tomato, whatever, check it very, very well. You must see gun hidden inside. We are here to inform our people to always be on guard because the enemy is near. We go to the studio again and ask our people their views. Of course, Uchenno Keke is there, the Bright is there. Let me see. Yeah, there are many people. Valentine is also there. Michael, please, what do you have to say about what we have been saying? Michael Kaha.
Moderator, the last speaker from London just said everything out. And I just believe on what he said. Let's keep on watching until the progress is full.
Thank you very much. Of course, he said that the very points he wanted to marshal out, our brother here from London, Barrister Ezebiro, has just marshaled them out, which is good. If you want to say something and you know or you discover that another person has given the same answer, you acknowledge it, which is very, very good. That shows we are working with one mind as a team, not by going into repetition. So the points are there, clearly marshaled out by Barrister Ezebiro, and we accept that verdict from Michael Kaha. Of course, Echezana Udeze from Japan is there. Echezana, you know what to say? Bright from Owerri, of course, the Judichijoke, Lagos, Uchenno Keke, Makrode, Valentine Ogoji, Port Harcourt, and lot more. Please, gentlemen, the floor is open. Say your mind. Of course, what is Peter saying? Customary government in Nigeria is a waste of time. Buhari and his Islamic northern crude oil parasites will never allow Biafran any self-government. Of course, Peter, the enemy shall not agree, but we cannot say because the enemy has refused, we accept the enemy terms. No, we cannot accept Nigerian terms anymore. We have gone beyond that. Biafra has become an inevitability. Biafra has become a fait accompli. Biafra is there with us, and we cannot say because Nigeria accepts or not, and then we relinquish what we hold so dear and sacred. Nigeria will not agree. Of course, but at the end of the day, Biafra stands tall. That is the fact of the whole matter. Of course, Chukwemeka Joseph Abaze is saying, a clarion call to all Biafran scientists, both home and abroad. They should be made now to start putting things. Exactly. Thank you so much, Joseph Abaze. Did you hear that? Wherever you know any Biafran scientist, tell the person to come back home. The hour is now. If the person wouldn't come back home, let them form an organization over there, a group initiative, where they should start assembling all the necessary materials that will give us defense materials. Those who fought during the Civil War, our Biafran scientists during the Civil War, most of them are still alive today. We can approach them to give us the history of their own inventiveness and their discoveries. Many of them are still alive. Even right now, within the survivors, there are a lot of Biafrans who are making mark in every part of the world in the world of science, technology. Even in any part of human endeavor, Biafrans are in the front line. From Canada to States of America, from America to London, from London to Russia, Russia to Australia, down to China, from there to Europe, from Europe to Africa, Biafrans are in the front line, burning. Tell our Biafran scientists, wherever you are, come back home and answer the call of duty. Remember, John Pepper Clark would write a poem, say the call of the river Nile. It is now that particular poem is making a very, very meaningful impression. The call of the river Nile, calling our people scattered around the globe to come back home, come back for the evening sacrifice because the enemy is near. We have to put hands together and carry out this particular ritual sacrifice and give to the gods of the land to help and ascertain from the will of the Almighty Deity what is about to come and how are we going to defend ourselves. This is the essence of this particular call of the river Nile by John Pepper Clark, that particular poet from Bayelsa, the Ijo area of Biafra land. Tell our Biafra scientists the hour has come for them to come and put into practice their own God-given talents. Tell all of them to come back home, to come and teach us how to make a simple gun, to come and teach us how to make a simple bomb, to come and teach us how to get ready armored personal carriers and what have you, helicopter gunship, anything that will enable us to defend our territory. Tell our Biafran scientists the hour has come and they must answer the call of duty. Thank you, Joseph Abaze, for reminding us. Onyebuchi Oscar, welcome. Umo Udechukwu, welcome. Of course, Emmanuel Chinonye Onyare, our big brother in South Africa, is also there monitoring and sending messages, giving us messages of goodwill. Chinonye Onyare. Let me also inform you, he has a very big, flourishing polytechnic in South Africa right now, where a lot of things are being taught to students. And we have to use this particular opportunity to tell Chinonye Onyare, right now in South Africa, having his own polytechnic. Please, most often we see on social media some of the technological breakthroughs, electrical, name them, being carried out in your own school. Tell those scientists, those people we see there, let them come to Biafra land and be part of our struggle, that we are going to give them percentage of our national income for them to benefit from our own largesse. We are not greedy. We don't covet what doesn't belong to us. We always try to share everything within ourselves. Ours is that of charitable impulse, and there's no two ways about it. Our brother Chinonye Onyare, tell their students, after teaching them, let them come to Biafra land and put everything into practice, because we are going to welcome them and pay them very, very well. John Nkwoma Olugu, you are equally welcome. Gentlemen on the screen, you are free. HS, now you are there. Bright, you are there. Sonny Baba Emmanuel, of course, in London, we have our brother, Dr. Chukwume Kemba. Our brother, Dr. Chukwume Kemba, gave out his daughter a week or so ago in marriage. A very happy marriage, and we use this particular opportunity to wish this our daughter married out last week or so a very happy, fruitful marriage. We so much commend Dr. Chukwume Kemba. We so much appreciate his own contributions in our struggle, and we also pray that in the days to come, in the months to come, he shall answer a grandfather. Also, what I aspire to, every Biafran aspires to be either a grandfather or a grandmother. It is a blessing indeed to live and see your grandchildren. To Dr. Igemba, we are saying 1,000 times congratulations. Dr. Igemba, you are welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Somebody is on the line.
Thank you, my people. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr. Gunn.
Actually, hold on, please. Actually, hold on a bit. So, Dr. Gamba, I must inform the essence of this broadcast today is to appraise ourselves of what is happening in Biafra land now. Yesterday, Dokubo mobilized the Ijo people and spoke volumes to them, championing them to get ready because the hour has come where we are going to ignite this. We are no longer going to wait for the enemy because they keep on delaying us. That we have 1 year mandate to restore Biafra, and whether anybody likes it or not, we are going to ignite it and call it a day. To God be the glory that we are having friends from here and there whose names I wouldn't like to mention, outside friends. So we are now gathering. Honestly, I must be sincere with you, Dr. Ekemba. I have not spoken with you for some days, but I intend to brief you like I always do. There are very good positive developments in Biafra land. Our people have realized the essence of togetherness in this our struggle. And the Southeast, South, we are coming together now as a body to tell these Fulani herdsmen that enough is enough. Dr. Gamba, please take the floor. Then after that, I go to Japan, where HS is. Dr. Gamba.
Well, you can, that is anything that will bring us together, make us act in one unity, achieve what we have long aspired to. That will be a welcome development. There's not much to add. The problem is that even self, um, either here or one of these politicians here, either here or in Europe, also said that 1 week is a long time in politics. For us, this 1 year you talked about, although people might say 1 year before you know it is gone, but within this 1 year, anything can happen.
Yes.
But having said that, it's better we plan, we act together, get it right than acting in a haste, and this will become modeled up. But I'm quite sure that if we get our acts together, something that can be done tomorrow can be done today.
Exactly.
Let's wait and see. We need to, because too much, we have spent too much time talking and
Exactly.
talking and talking.
Yes.
Let us do a little bit of action, and then we take it from there. Because
Exactly.
at times when you are cooking, you think that you may think that all the ingredients, everything you need is there. At some point, when the time reaches to add certain things, you say, I have forgotten this one is not here or whatever. And then you try to either make do with it, find an alternative, run out to get something, and if you cannot, you manage and continue to, for instance, for instance, you can still be eating because all the nutrients, everything is there. It's just the test. Salt is only for garnishing, for garnishing for taste and so on and so forth. You don't add too much nutritional value to the food. So also, when we continue to wait and wait and wait until everything is 100% ready and prepared, we might wait for eternity. So let's get cracking. Today, tomorrow, whenever people are ready. Before or else we will wait to the point that we will not have a place to call our own, a land to restore. I stop here for now. Thank you.
Exactly. You really got it rightly. If we fail to prepare now, if we fail to put our acts together, we might not have a land to protect. By then, the enemy would have overrun us, taken over everywhere. May God forbid we shall not allow that to happen. Now, thank you so much, Tony Ehirim, saying, may God bless everybody. Bless all Biafrans. We thank you so much. God is already with us. And of course, Tony Efo is greeting every Biafran right now, here and there. So, we appreciate everybody and your contributions because our suggestions make us move on. Imo Udochukwu, of course, you are welcome. Onyebuchi Oscar, we equally welcome you. Now, let me go to Japan. Echezina Udeze, over to you.
Hello, Mr. Anyone I hearing you?
Yes.
We are hearing you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Anyway, there's nothing much to talk about. Um, we have talked about talk. It is time to change action. Bim-massob is under non-violence. Though non-violence doesn't mean when the enemy comes to attack you that you not defend yourself. So, but it is better, like as I said some time ago, a Igbo adage. He said, it is better for the dog to die in the house of the chicken
Chicken.
so that nobody will blame the chicken being responsible for the killing of the dog. But if chicken eventually die at the house of the dog, everybody will blame dog for being the one killing the chicken. So this issue of starting a war or fight it's not good to start in Biafra land. It's not good to start from one side. Let it come from the side of the enemy. Then we know what to do and how to organize ourselves. You know, it was yesterday I said something about people who are saying that white people came to force Christianity to us with guns and the blood and this. And I asked them a question. Before white man came, Agreed, Oka, Nnewi, and many towns in Igbo land has started producing gun. And the Ogunigwe, which we used to fight in 1970 and 1970, was not made by any white people, and it was not made. Sorry, nobody teach us how to do it during the 1970 1970. We have known how to do it, how to build it, how to prepare it long ago before 1967, which we proved to the world that we can do anything humanly possible to defend our land. I want people to understand that Ogunigwe is like just a stone to compare with to compare what our people have in their brain now. Ogunigwe is meaningless. Just let me say it's a paper, just a toilet paper tissue to compare with what our youths, our children, our technologists, our scientists have in their brain now to prepare. Ogunigwe is nothing to compare with it. Though we are not ready, we are not preparing to fight anybody, but we are preparing to defend ourselves. We are not preparing to attack anybody, but we will defend ourselves to the highest level. This is not matter of making noise. It's not matter of collecting money for defense fund and pocketing the money. But this is time for us to do what is in our mind. To Igbo people are not cowards. Biafrans are not cowards. We do everything according to timing. We don't rush to things. Like as you said, 1 year is enough. It may be too long, it may be too short, but it doesn't matter. What matters is to defend our land with all we have. We have everything it takes to defend our land, but we don't want to be the first to start the war. We don't want to be the first to strike. Let them strike, then we will give them all we have. We are prepared, we are ready. Like what people said, a barking dog doesn't bite, but a dog that doesn't bite a lot. We have all it takes, but not of making noise. Sometimes I tell people on the air that people that there is something we expose in this struggle that we even make their father to come again. There's something that we expose to our enemy, which they will capitalize on, and Biafra will be very difficult to come or will never come again.
That is true.
Most of things, but we keep quiet, we keep things within ourselves. We are not saying we have this, we train anybody, and we this, we have this and that. But when time comes, it was not better than you want better than another kid.
That is true.
Better than you want better than another kid. Even as well, I go equal to blood. It was not good. I went equal to one woman they were again, open around there. On that, but I want to know that all has a look at your home, it's never. We are not the type of snake that make noise or to fight empty battle. We are not fighting empty battle. We are not doing anything. The world is watching what is happening, though they have what to say, but they don't say anything. But when time comes, we are going to prove to the world that we have everything to defend our land, everything to protect our people, everything to take care of ourselves. But let's not be the one that start the war. I repeat again, Ogbunigwe is nothing to compare with what we have now. What we have, Ogbunigwe means cleaning, how do I explain it again?
Clean a mass.
It's clean in masses, clean in masses. But this time around, what we have is beyond wiping, carry out, wiping the whole
Yes.
world.
Yes.
I think you are going a little bit too far away.
Yeah, exactly. Moderate what you are saying.
Sorry, my brother.
Yes.
Sorry to say, my brother, you may not be enjoying it because we are also not enjoying what is happening around. That's what we are here to do. That's why we are talking today.
Yeah, but
No, what you're trying to say,
what we are saying, we are
don't
not
repeat.
going to attack anyone. We are just only
Exactly.
saying we are fortifying ourselves.
Don't repeat anything.
Don't say as if something is
Yes.
No. My brother, when somebody come open to you, you have to say off your mind. This is open. They have been pushing us.
Go ahead, round up.
They have been pushing us to the wall, and we already at the wall. There's nothing we can do again. No need of painting the wall anymore. No need of trying to satisfy anybody or try to make anybody happy or to compromise it. Let's say it the way it is. I'm not going too far because somebody who came to kill 3 point something million people and continue killing it has gone more than far, more than too far. So this is time we should do something.
Yeah, but
It's not only
brother,
about
I know why not trying to go around there because the war itself was a law, you know.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
last few days ago when we were on air here, I reminded or I informed our people that Edo people brought a lot of long vehicles and packed all the Fulanis back home and told them in plain terms, we don't want you, since you cannot be a good guest, you have to go home. And they were determined, they forced them into the vehicle and drove them across the Benue. Yoruba equally gave every Fulani in Yoruba land up till yesterday, I think today is 31st, yes, up till today to pack out of Yoruba land. They gave them this man quick notice to get out of Yoruba land. They say they don't want to behave themselves. If we come and tell them, look, enough is enough. If we
That's
fail to
what
do
I'm
so, they keep
saying.
on surrounding us, and like Dr. Egemba said, we may not have a land to defend anymore. If we allow them to encircle us, the day this one will strike, some people might be sleeping. We wouldn't give them that chance. So this is a time for us to tell them that we are able to the
That's
task.
exactly what I'm saying. Somebody who is ready to ndị Igbo sịrị nwata bụ onye nweta agha n'ike eze sị ya tell no isi eze na ọbụrụ ma ọdụ. It is no longer a thing of trying to paint the world or trying to make it sweet to people. It's no longer being sweet. You have to say it the way it is. You have to put it the way it is. They have been doing it. It is our own time to defend ourselves. Let me stop here now.
Thank you very much.
I think I would like to come
Just hold on, please. I welcome AGK Igbo. AGK Igbo, you are welcome to the program, of course. And they are saying you salute every Biafran, you salute every of your Biafran brothers and sisters around the world. Of course, the same greeting is extended to me. I thank you so much, and they are very much welcome. I also welcome John Chibo. You are welcome, Mike Biafra. Everybody is welcome to our program. Yeah, which end will take over to you.
Yeah, this is eating now. Okay. Right now, at the different seat of power already, on national assignment, and by the special grace of God, we are running off by the end of next month to entering more. And so, my contribution on our discussion today, as we are on broadcast, I think, just like my dad used to say, a time is coming when Nigeria itself will be the one to divide the country by themselves. That we will sit by the side and we'll watching them dividing the country themselves. Looking at what is happening today, I think our leader truly is a visionary leader. He has seen all these things before now. And today, to us, it's like we are slow, we are not acting, and everybody's voice is loud and very on top of it is both. We are calling on us to active, should take action. I think action has been taken by forming groups of different types in Biafra land, in red parts of Biafra. It is an action, and the world is watching what is happening in Nigeria. And I believe that it is only when we come together and have one voice when the world also will keep listening and hear what I have to say. So, like the last speaker said, we don't have to take action ourselves. Let them attack, and then we'll know what to do. Today, they are using Fulani herdsmen, just like what happened the day before yesterday at Okija. A Biafra man who was a very acres of land, who is cultivated cassava there. And the one side of the cassava is sprayed chemical. And when Fulani man was
somebody's talking, please. Somebody, gentlemen, please pay attention. Gentlemen, pay attention. Somebody's talking and they can't be talking at the background.
so the Fulani man carried the cow and entered the farm and eat up the man's crops. Lo and behold, he never knew that it was a chemical he sprayed cat.
Yes, we are with
He
you. Go
never knew it
on.
was a chemical. The man sprayed chemical cat. He wanted or somebody is about it.
Please, and that person is on video. That person on video, please stop that move there. You are distracting us.
So eventually, about 5 cows died by eating up the crops and was sprayed with chemical. And the Fulani man discovered that something is wrong in that farm, and he did some investigation. He found out that there was chemical on that side of the farm, and he now went and brought more cows to the other side of the farm where there was no chemical sprayed on the crops. And he started eating
Gentlemen,
up.
please give us peace. Somebody is Tony Ofo. Check your background. Check your background. Sonny Emmanuel Wabisi. Mike, check your background. Valentine, check your background. Please check your background. That's not coming from where I can't identify. Yeah, Uchenna, go on. Yeah, Uchenna, you through? Okay, so we take it that way. We are trying to discuss some proactive measures. Some proactive measures we have to adopt to make sure that we are not taken unawares. Like they carry their cattle and cows and stampede on our farmland, destroy our farmland. What do we do? If you know that they take their cattle or their cows through your own farm, or nobody not okay. Gaa were na efe na ihe ndị ahụ niile ha na ahịa those ele ọla maka ọwụwa ihe na-eri ihe ndị ahụ ha kpọrọ were na oge oke fee ihe oge awa oge oke unu achọta ihe ọzọ a ga-efe ya ọ bụrụ na cows ha ahụ ma ọ bụ cattle ha pụta die ya okwu akwụ Look, can you hide it? They kill us, but we fear to kill their cows. The people that kill us without fearing any reprisals. If we want to feed their cows, why must we be afraid? Chọta na ihe ọgwụ oke ma ihe ka ọgwụ oke mma ara ebe ahụ ka of nation agafe na-ata awa ihe anyị kọ n'obi fesa na ebe ahụ ka everything ka ha gwụ otu the heavens will not fall. The president of Ghana gave instruction if you get any of them GM barbecue or whatever what you call it suya, if you get any cattle on the road use it and make a barbecue or suya. No, nothing would happen, and it happened in Ghana. Heavens did not fall. Why are we afraid? Ibgala Bini are on those states, part of Ebonyi state. All these brigands will maybe turn our farmland. So to honor maybe our farms, we shall not have anything to harvest. We continue to buy from them. We continue to buy from them. Subordinating our lives to them. They can determine anything at all. Why must we give them that permission to do whatever they like? Object. Even if we ignite it, there's nothing wrong in that. Oh, na mmadụ abata n'ụlọ gị bụrụ a nuisance. Mmadụ batara n'ụlọ gị na-echiwachi everywhere. Ọkụwa ya TV, ọkụwa ya radio set, echiwachi everywhere. Gị si na ị na-maintain peace. Make it ignite. The person has initiated a conflagration. What are you waiting for? Do you need somebody? Do you need to be informed that somebody who is holding gun, going around their house, is planning to attack you? Must you wait until he enters to attack you before you know that there is danger looming? We might not initiate it, but when the enemy trespasses straight into our domain viciously, my people, we wouldn't wait. That already is trespass, and there are consequences. There are consequences for anybody trespassing. So we have to be on guard. Mani anochi n'ụlọ ibi abroad ya anochi n'ụlọ onye Hausa say monitor onye Hausa na-eche nche n'ụlọ gị. And in the dead of the night onye Hausa eji ọkada kwụrụ gị ma na o bu egbe na machine ya. Onye Hausa si na polish shoe o were egbe dagger or hide ị hapụ ya n'azụ ụlọ gị every night every day. Emegi ha price Abakaliki ga-azụrụ ka onye Hausa. One day they will poison all of you. Remember suya. Ebe ọ nọ Hausa kpọsara si unu na-ata suya. Unu amadị nke wo kata nwụrụ anwụ. A na-eri ihe ọbụla enwe na ala Biafra. Everything stands condemned. Then we also only have to acknowledge what comes from the enemy camp. We have to be reasonable. Let us be reasonable. If the enemy continues to make this incursion, nothing will stop us, from igniting the catastrophe. What will happen tomorrow, let it happen today. Enough is enough. The very moment we start to challenge this very enemy, that very day he will learn to beware. You want to come and Islamize us? Who told you we succeed? I have said it and I keep on saying it repeatedly. The very day these Fulani marauders will try to Islamize Biafra land, Islam is going to fizzle out in Nigeria. We shall not accept that rubbish. We shall not tolerate it. It's quite imperceptible and it's intolerable. We damn that particular move. We say to hell with that move. If anybody is dreaming that must be living in fool's paradise. Gentlemen, don't forget from the studios of the Voice of Biafra International and the BBA, we are broadcasting to you from the city of Munich, Germany. Ikenno BBA Gona remains my name. Back to gentlemen of the crew. Jude Shijoke, of course, you are there. Sonny Emmanuel Nwabisi, you are there. Sunday Otis still there. Valentine Mugoji. The floor is open while we wait for our guests to write in the messages. Gentlemen, over to you.
Hello, please. I want to conclude what I was saying.
Okay.
Because honestly, I really want to appreciate the people of Okija 34 years ago what they did. Because when the Fulani entered the man's farm, the youth, the entire community called themselves and they rounded the Fulani man and the cows. They rounded them up.
Where was that? Where was that? I didn't get you.
day before yesterday,
Where?
on the
Where?
29th,
Where?
on the 29th of Okija, here local
Okay,
government
okay,
in
okay,
Anambra State.
okay.
Yes. So the man entered a man's farm and they eat up the crops. Eventually, he never knew that there was a chemical sprayed on the cassava, and along the line, 5 cows died. So, out of annoyance, the Fulani men went and brought more cows to the other side of the farm where there was no chemical spray, and they started eating up the man's cassava. And eventually, the news got to the community, so they rounded the cows and the Fulani men, and with their guns to the level that the village, the community chairman have to come and the Igwe have to come. All of them came down with their guns. So they swore that they're going to kill all the Fulani and the cows.
Good.
So lo and behold, the soldiers came around and the Mopo and the Igwe of the community ordered the soldiers to go away, that this has nothing to do with them, that are ready to kill all the Philippines there. So they have pleaded with them. They have pleaded with the Igwe and the chairman and the youth, because the youth, all of them, they came back en masse. They came back with their guns.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That is how it's supposed to be.
That is how it's supposed to be.
Before they go, they've gone down about 50 cows down.
50 was too small. 50, I believe, 50 is too small. They would have killed up to 100.
Yes. So
This is what the president saying, not let's
this happened day before yesterday. Not last year, not last 2 weeks. It happened day before yesterday when we were traveling down to Owerri. That we saw the incident. We have to take our cars to park and to watch everything that happened. So that's what we are talking about. We have to stand on our ground. We don't have to listen to whichever rubbish order given to from Nigerian government that we surrender our guns. We are not going to surrender any of our defensive arms. We will maintain them and retain them lawfully and use it and defend ourselves lawfully. I think this action by the here and the local government youth should be emulated by other communities in Igbo land. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Uchenna, for this information. This is what we expect people from Ebonyi State. Ebonyi State. These Fulani people continue to stampede all of you. Nothing is happening. They hate their cattle into our farms over there. You keep on complaining on social media. Why must you be complaining on social media when these herdsmen are there killing you and destroying your farmland? We are tired of complaining on social media. You want to put the world on notice, and so Britain is coming to save you, America is coming to save you, Russia is coming to save you. When the very enemy is there in your farm, destroying your crops, everything, you are trying to put the world on notice. Discipline the enemy, kill the cows, whatever. Nothing would happen. Because we run away, they keep on chasing us up and down. But when we stand our ground and tell them, what do you want? I think they'll be afraid. Let us teach the enemy the lesson he deserves. And the enemy will beware. Next time, before he enters Biafra land, he will think twice. Of course, we welcome Anozie Uzonigbo. Frederick, of course, thank you, all of you, for your suggestions. Kene Ogika, Eugene Chukwuezi, of course, Amobi Chukwu Ifedi. Now, Okeke Samuel is saying, considering the security threat posed by these Fulani jihadists, I think it's time to form an intelligence team for the gathering of security information across Biafran territories. This will help us to be very proactive in our security measures. Exactly. Intelligence gathering. If you suspect any body, any movement, daytime, noontime, nighttime, report. Not until we get back to Biafra land, finally, every Fulani person is a suspect. If you suspect anybody, if you see anybody loitering, marauding, you don't know the person, you don't know the person's mission, report to the vigilante group of your own community. Report, we are going to apprehend them like Okija people did. If they're trying to stray their cows into our farmland, get the matter reported, and we shall rally round to send the Fulani herdsmen to their Allah, and their cows. Those of them that are not eating poison, we can use them for our own pepper soup. Of course, we Biafrans, we like pepper soup a lot. They can do anything. The more you continue to fear your enemy, the more he continues to terrorize you. Judy Chijoke, right? We are there. Of course, Valentine is there, and any other person that has spoken before, if you still want to contribute something, the floor is open. Gentlemen, over to you. Your contributions.
This is Judo Chijoki. I don't know if my network is clear enough.
Yeah, it's clear. Go on.
Okay, thank you very much, Ikenna. Well, actually, I've listened to a lot of contributions made by the crew members. Honestly speaking, we have really touched a lot of areas where these particular problems have been coming from, and at the same time, in terms of solution, we've been able to touch some areas, but just like you always emphasize, we are not here for violence, but we have to ensure that we put everything on ground and we are battle ready. It seems like the people that we are dealing with are not relenting. It seems like the people we are dealing with, things that they have the monopoly of. We make it clear that nobody has the monopoly of violence. We can as well defend ourselves. If we feel that our lives are under siege, because since this news that we have been bringing on this topic, we thought that by now they certain restraint from certain areas, but eventually we are not eat anything of such. So if you should ask me, my simple logic is for us to be prepared, because from the whole that I can be able to add together, this is the sign of the end. And when I say sign of the end, it's like when something is coming to an end, people that have made it for years now wants to do what? They now want to carry out their evil agenda, mass killing of their water. They want to ensure that they finalize by Islamizing the entire country. I think that is where the whole thing is going. And when we talk of preparedness, we have to really do more rather than just talking. Well, and also from this location, it's also a very big kudos. I think I love the youth because the people that are going through, the people that are going through that resistance will definitely come from the youth. So I will also encourage every government to ensure that they are in communication with their towns, villages, and most of them their community youth organization of their community youth to ensure that whenever that they are called up to come and defend their town or their city or their community, definitely respond. That is not a simple answer to that. At the same time, the leader of bim-massob he also came across very condemned, very really in terms of that form. Please put up your camera. That Biafra is the solution has been made clear. So to me, I'm in support of youth, I'm in support of youth coming together, and I'm in support of ensuring that we are prepared in case of any emergency. Because from now, we are ready for Biafra. All that we have been waiting for now is so we are going to definitely show that we are capable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Of course, we are here harnessing ideas that will be beneficial to our people in this our struggle. We would not wait until the enemy encircles us. We must get ourselves prepared because the rainy day is here with us. Fellow Biafrans, we are still expecting your contributions as we play elements of Biafran music. So if you have your contributions, of course, you are free to call in, give us your own view. We are here transmitting from the city of Munich, Germany. Voice of Biafra International and the BBA. We are giving you the messages. We are giving you the information. Tell us your mind. The enemy is there. What do we do to protect, to defend our land? This is why we are here.
Hello, hello, brother.
Yeah, go on, please, Sonny.
This is Sonny from I want to use this opportunity to talk our people. I think our brothers have said it all. But what I want to add is that our silence is not called out. We are watching everything that is happening, and we are following everything. And the steps they are taking. The only promise we are giving to them is there is no way they can Islamize the whole land. Impossible. So, and what I want to say is how we can stop these people easily. It might not be surprising them. Our people are too much patronizing by choosing their house. That's why you see them trooping into their land. Where is our Igbo? It's not difficult to have Igbo in Igbo land. I remember during around 1990, it's more of Igbo than in our land. But today, it is difficult to see Igbo. The so-called federal government imposed them, and we allow them to take over from bring their cow into our land. And no, that is why I want to say that everybody is going into agriculture because we go into agriculture. Having our own cow, our own road, our own skin, everything. We keep on patronizing them. That is why I told you at least if we reject this people's car, who will buy it from them? So it's time our people to open their eyes and know what they are doing and go for what belongs to us. We will have a car and everybody is the more than if you are. So it's a time that we look into our own. In this area, we can easily tell them with our because when you bring the out, nobody is going to you. What will you do? You look for where you can sell it. So it's a better time that our people should go more, think more about agriculture. We take these people out of our land. Our forefathers, all these fish, the stockfish, and every other. But today, everybody is talking about car. If you read me, yeah. And our people are dying every day from that. Yeah. So I don't have much to say. I can only advise our people to know what it is, and at the same time, everybody should be doing that. I will be one, and I keep on saying any foul moves in the Fulani, nobody should hesitate to report. So the necessary security is there, not even in our life. Like you already know that the Nigerian securities are not there to serve our lives. We can defend ourselves and we can save ourselves from the Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much, Sonny Emmanuel Wadisi from City of Power of Water. there is no punishment for the Fulani man that is too much. Let us agree on that. So, if you see a Fulani man close to your domain, discipline that Fulani person, eat the cows, nothing will happen. Because we are here to sanitize our society, and that is that. When the time we got you are there, of course. Those who want to speak, you don't take your chance because we have less than 20 minutes to end the program.
Thank you very much, moderator. Good evening, fellow Biafrans all over the world. This is the voice of Jonathan Nkoji from Port Harcourt. From what we are discussing tonight, we know that we need to defend ourselves no matter what happens. Though we are in a non-violent movement, but we know that non-violence is stronger than any weapon of war. Non-violence can destroy any army on earth because you don't have any weapon, you don't have ammunition, but you are fighting the greatest war on earth. And you are not prohibited from defending yourself. And while defending yourself, there are many things you need to put in place. There are many things you need to have at the back of your mind. Because you know that the enemy is out, pushing hard to destroy you. So you will not allow that enemy to destroy you. Because you must have your own strategies with which you have to bring your enemy to the ground. Like our leader rightly said, that we are going to watch them divide this country. Because from their troubles and what have you, they are going to do what? Break up this country into pieces. And we will go. Now, coming to the Fulani herdsmen. Take for instance, I stopped eating cow meat for a very long time. Even when I got married, I told my wife I don't eat cow, and she stopped cooking it for me. That if every family does this, I believe the cow meat will not be sold in the southeast and in the south. And after killing their cow and nobody bought it, they will know that we are no longer interested. They will carry it to those places to need it. But for the fact that we are eating it, they kept coming to our territories. Now we have gotten our independence. Now all we are fighting for is our sovereignty. That is the power to control our army, to take care of our territories, to take care of all that belongs to us. Now we need to stand up on our feet. We need to come up to defend ourselves, to defend our territory, to defend our people, to make sure we stand out and not out us or to bring us down. Rather, we will stand out to make sure we do what? We defend ourselves. We will not allow the Fulani to have a day play on us. Every day they are rampaging in our farms, on our streets, everywhere, destroying our goods. Such things should not continue. In our villages, our communities, we can form vigilantes to checkmate all this nonsense and make sure it came to an end. We don't allow them to destroy our food crops and they go into our farms, destroying them, their cows, eating our food crops. While they have their domestic animals, which they also come to sell to us, which is their business. No, it should not continue. In some countries, you have cattle ranches where you take care of your cows and people come there to buy. All the states in this country must not be rear cows are reared. No. Yes, cows should be reared in the north, and any man that is interested in eating cow can go there to buy and kill it and bring it to his house. Not to be carrying it all land in the name of cattle rearing, whereas there are some things at the back of their minds. Because those men are not cattle rearers, they are killers in disguise. They carry guns, they hide it and move about. They move at our backyard, in our frontage, everywhere. So the nook and crannies of our dwellings, they move around to know all the small roads out that lead to where it leads to. They are not cattle rearers. Some of them are soldiers. Even those of them that drive Okada, some of them are polish shoes, some of them are cut nails, so many of them are soldiers. Many of them are trained. They are not what you think they are. They are prepared. So our people should be ready. We should be ready to defend ourselves. We should be ready to stand out. We should be ready when they push us, we push them back. Not that when they push us and we will be crying, no. We have to stand as men and fight back to make sure we reclaim our territory. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Valentino. Of course, we have to move into the field and comb everywhere and make sure no Fulani person is hiding anywhere near Biafra land. HK Igbo is saying they want to know how serious we are, and I would like every Biafran to be more serious than ever. And many of our girls have been missing without anybody giving information about their whereabouts. This business of insecurity in our land must stop. That is what AGK Igbo sent in. We welcome very many others that are here with us. Of course, the list is long. We wouldn't be able to mention everybody's name here. Of course, let me see. Somebody was trying to talk, in their characteristic rubbish, what they say, all those subhuman tales that exist with us in Biafra land, which we are going to use for sacrifice when Biafra comes. So, alternatively, send them to our fans. Then, okay, somebody's replied that you're only writing your death sentence, which will eventually be signed and stamped by your conscience, and that is exact. So, we are not here to fight anybody in Biafra land. We are not here to insult anybody in Biafra land. We are discussing issues that are very, very important as they concern all of us. When this enemy comes, he doesn't know who is IPOB person. He doesn't know who is LNC or Niger Delta. No. They see all of you as Nyamere that must be exterminated. So when we are here discussing measures to adopt to protect you and me, and you are here insulting the sensibilities of our people, you are going to be the first victim of the Fulani herdsmen. Not you alone, your own entire family. It's just like Rebbe Zediro said before, if you keep silent, the enemy continues to thrive. Those of you who invoke thunder on your fellow human being, thunder shall strike you to smithereens, you and the entire family. So that which you sow, you reap it. If you know that such thing is not good, then you reap it manifold. And that is it. So when the enemy is allowed to thrive, then you think the world belongs to him. But when you pay the enemy back his own coin, the next time he shall learn to beware. That is madness. So this team of brigands they are brought into Biafra land, calling them Biafrans. We don't acknowledge you. We make bold to say that we shall have a Biafran zoo. We are going to apprehend all of you. We know where you are talking from, and make sure we settle you in that particular zoo where you shall sleep day and night with the animals doing the job for us. And that's it. We make sure you eat. At least you can gari. Ịṅụ garị n'ụtụtụ ṅụọ ya n'ehihie aja ehihie ṅụọ ya n'abalị ya gwuche ihe ehihie adịghị bread taa all the same starch. We know how to settle all of you. Keep on talking mess. Yesterday, Dokupo made a statement that we have to see if in the next 1 year Biafra is restored. Now, some idiots half-baked idiots who belong to, you know where you belong. How can they say talking? But when your own misguided leader gave you 3 months to restore Biafra, which is how many years after? Nothing to show for it. And you still hail him. Sometimes we begin to wonder whether some of you are grasshoppers that don't have brain. Ụfọdụ na-eme ụkpala enweghị brain. Ọ bụrụ ama ụkpala enweghị brain. Ọ ihe ụfọdụ n'ime ọnụwo ihe a na-emebi na Biafra land a na-eme graka na-ekwu ashik. Come on, sometimes we begin to wonder who breastfed you. We must try and come back to our senses. We must make sure we gather the flock. We must make sure we know who is who and where you stay. We must make sure we know who you are in Biafra land for security reasons. Talk any mess you like against our people, against the individual, against the group. Say whatever you like. It's your fundamental human right. But at the appropriate moment, either justice is brought to you or you shall be brought to justice. There is no alternative. And the reasoning again is this: some of these people that don't wish their fellow human beings good life, keep on talking mess, go and check their background. They don't look human. Look, they suffer a lot of inanities. Check them. Anemia, lack of blood in them. Check them. They are not. Look, poverty-stricken human beings that only survive when they come in contact with another person. But when they come on social media, they behave like human beings. That is why somebody rightly said yesterday that not all these things, all these creatures you see on social media are human beings. Some are also animals in human form. That is true. But when the time comes, we shall separate the wheat from the chaff. And the hour has come. Gentlemen, I think we have to call it today. It is exactly 2 hours we started this broadcast, and I wouldn't like to go beyond the hours. Unless there's somebody that has something to say. Sorry, please. You can make it brief. Otherwise, gentlemen, we thank you so much for being part of the program. We thank you, Echezona Ujeze. We thank you, Bright. We thank you, Juchichoke. We thank you, Sonny Bo Emmanuel Ucheno Keke Gamba, Honorable Samuel Ezebiro, and Michael Oka, of course. Very many others who are not here, even those who are here with us but could not contribute. Even on the screen, a good number of you who are still there, encouraging Oscar, joining Paul Ondo, Bright, joining, and so on and so forth. We have you in large numbers just because of the interest you have in Biafra, not because you want to see us. No, the interest you have in Biafra is what is compelling you to be with us for the past 2 hours. We thank you 1,000 times, and we keep on praying that you shall live to see Biafra. You shall live to see Biafra, and Biafra is going to accommodate you. We thank you 1,000 times, and may God bless you.